Hello, welcome again. Welcome to Let's Talk Marriage, the podcast. We're here, we're doing it different this time. We're out on a restaurant, we're coming to meet our great guest. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching our program, thank you for all the love and the support that you show us. We've got a great guest today, her name is Vicki. We're gonna meet her. She's got great things and we're gonna share a meal together and we're gonna talk about great things, all things marriage and relationships. Come in, let's have a chat with her. Here we go. Thank you. Let's go meet our great guest and see what we in store for us. Here we are.
Hi.
Let's meet Vicki. Hi, Vicki.
Hi, Chris.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Tell me about Vicki for starters. I know we spoke a little bit on our way here.
Yes, I'm like, what do we talk about? Yeah. Okay. Victoria. She's a lot of things. I'm a counselor.
Counselor?
A counselor.
Counselor.
In relationship, marriage, and family therapist counselor.
Okay. Is that like something you've done professionally?
Yeah, it's a professional work. Mm-hmm. Been doing it for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that going? Good?
It's going well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been nice. I've had the privilege of counseling about 3,000 plus people.
3,000?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Even I don't even, I'm very shocked.
Yeah. And how did that go? Did you get good results with them or did they?
Yeah, we have a couple of good reviews. Yeah.
And is it, when you counsel them, is it, what do you call it, is it marriage counseling kind of thing? Or is it just general relationships? Or?
Singles, couples, divorce counseling, infidelity recovery, trauma-informed therapy, individual counseling sessions. They're all about 60 minutes.
And you obviously charge for that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Wow, amazing. Wow, amazing. I didn't think about it that way, actually. That's really good. Because I checked like on your profile, there's a lot of stuff you're doing and there's a lot of, what do you call it? Different you kind of ventured into different markets. So how do you manage to balance all of that together?
God's grace is sufficient for us all. Yeah.
But you got a lot of working behind the scenes as well with you?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you study for it? You go to classes, you go to school?
Yeah, I took courses, institutions, academies to train myself. Before I started charging, it should not be right that you didn't invest in yourself before you can invest in others. Yeah.
Well, what do you find is a common thing that people come to you for advice for, like, especially if they're in a relationship? What do you find? Because I know
conflict resolution.
Conflict.
Yeah. That's the most intense part of counseling.
They don't get on.
Trying to set people down and get them to be on the same page. It's not a small work. It's a lot, but it's always good at the end. Yeah. Okay. And you, because I always find that when you say conflicts, the problem I have like with a lot of relationships is meeting halfway in terms of you have your views, you have your ways, I have my ways. We're both set in our ways. So for me to try and understand or meet Vicki where she's at, why don't Vicki meet me at where I am? So I find that difficult because do you not think that people need to first when they get together, they need to know each other first? Yeah, definitely. That's why I choose friendship before courtship. Yeah, because friendship is what will keep the marriage going. People say love is not enough, but love isn't enough. But in the context of what makes it enough is, the spiritual aspect, the fact that God is love. And friendship is what keeps that love intact. So build friendship first. I'm not saying build friendship for more than 1 year, 2 years. Build friendship, get to know each other on that basic level. That's very important.
Wow. So there's a friendship bit, but do they have to? Is it when they meet? Do they have to kind of know the relationship, this one from it first, or just become friends? But that's difficult because if I meet you and I want a relationship from you and you're telling me let's be friends first, I want to get straight in there.
I mean, you don't have to say let's be friends first, right? Friendship stage is more like talking stage. I don't like calling it talking stage first. I just like the friendship, just call it friendship stage. You get to talk, understand each other, ask the right questions for you to be able to know that, I mean, you can be in courtship with this person, because even courtship is not marriage. Every courtship does not have to lead to marriage. Courtship is for data collection. So
Data collection?
Yeah, it is. Like, you are courting someone doesn't automatically mean you have to say yes to that person, because people are different. People have different personal life dynamics. People are raised differently. My view may be a little bit different from your view. Yeah, I mean, there's the honeymoon phase of every relationship, and there's the tougher phase where people either quit or stay. So, not everybody makes it past the other stages. Yeah.
I actually saw that somewhere where it says stage 1, stage 2, and every stage there's, I saw that. And you get to a stage where if you don't move on to the next stage, you leave and you go and start again somewhere else.
Yeah, and some people are like that. They just keep leaving, starting over. But the reality of life is that you just have to pick one problem and see if you can tolerate it. Yeah, everybody has problems. I have problems.
But you blame them for leaving and going to start again?
No, don't blame them for leaving and going to start again. You just counsel them on the right way to go.
And do you only counsel, or do you always talk to, just because you said that the word of God, as a Christian, do you always have to base it on the biblical principles? What if they're not Christians?
Well, I am a Christian counselor.
Okay, so they have to realize that first before they...
I think all of my clients are basically like Christians. So if you are coming to a Christian counselor, I believe you're coming because you need a faith-based approach. I have had a couple of people who are not Christians. I don't throw them away or push them away because I'm a Christian, I'm not supposed to talk to you. That's not what God calls.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say throw them away, but would you not advise them from a perspective of not showing them the Bible? I don't know.
I mean, we also have clinical counseling.
Which is what?
The aspects of the clinical aspects where you don't have, like, not everybody that counselors are offering faith-based approach. I offer that because I'm a Christian. It's a calling, it's a ministry, and so I can't neglect God. God called me, God is backing me up, so I have to always put God in it. Yeah. So.
Because the drink's coming. Wow. I'm gonna enjoy this. Is that the cocktail? Yeah. Wow, that looks nice. Whatever that is. I'll try and rate it out of 10. Oh wow, that is nice. You should have tried that, Vicki. Let's talk about like the first thing that we're gonna get into, like red flags.
Yeah, that's very
Remember
important.
that.
But I think the one that is the most important is deal breakers.
Okay, deal breakers.
Yeah, red flags and deal breakers. They're two different things.
Yeah, but deal breaker is kind of like, that is it.
Yeah, that is it.
So, do you really need to get to that far? Really? Okay, go on, tell me more.
Let me just say that if you are going to watch out for red flags, also have deal breakers. Because some people take some deal breakers as red flags, and that's the reason why they are still in like poor relationships. Relationships that they should have left a long time ago, they're stuck there. And that's just like destroying their lives and delaying God's plan for their lives. So.
Okay. I don't know what deal breaker would be, but
deal breaker is a cheat. Like for me, deal breaker is cheating. Don't cheat.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a deal breaker. Really?
Deal breaker in a relationship is cheating for me. Don't cheat. Yeah.
Okay, if you cheat, that's it.
That's it.
No second chance.
No.
Really?
If you can do it now, you can do it in marriage. There's no second chances.
Oh no, I'm not talking about doing it now. I'm talking about when you're married already.
Okay, in marriage, I mean.
Oh yeah, now it's different. Now of course, you live.
There is an aspect of the Bible where God permits divorce for infidelity. I'm not an advocate of divorce, but I will always advise couples who come in for infidelity recovery. If you are here for infidelity recovery, then I'm saying it's because...
The what recovery? Sorry.
Infidelity recovery. So if you're here for infidelity recovery, then it's because you are looking to rebuild that trust, forgive each other and start all over again. So it's always what's a second chance in marriage, because marriage is lifetime commitment, which means regardless of what happens, aside the abusive parts, because we don't want people dying in their marriage.
In the marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to keep putting the work. But it's not like a chance for people to just misuse that privilege of starting again by cheating. I think it has to do with more of self-control. Yeah, because everyone is capable of cheating. I'm capable of cheating. Yeah.
Given the circumstances, but I think we're talking about the relationships in terms of you want to be in a relationship, or you're in a relationship because you want it to lead somewhere. You're in a relationship because either you want to get married to that person. Yeah. You're not going to be in a relationship just to be there. I don't know. Okay, there's the worldly way where people just live together, come, we stay, and so on. But if you're looking at it as marriage as God intended, if you like, so we're doing it. You're counseling people, even if you're counseling them in a relationship, you're hoping that they're going to get married, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
Yeah, people should court for marriage. I didn't use the word dates because I'm not. I'm not a person of dating. Dating is not biblical. Yeah. So.
Thank you. Oh,
thank you.
You like the prawns? There you go.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just dig in. I think we eat this with our hands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That looks nice. That's just a starter, yeah? Yeah. Mind you have to go all the way back to the other part of the United Kingdom anyway, so make sure you get there with a full stomach.
Hope it doesn't distract the things I have in my head.
The what?
Like the things I have to say. I hope it doesn't fly out.
No, it doesn't go as a result. No. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Just dig in. Could have died and gone to heaven.
No.
Nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
Nice. Anyway, so tell me about the red flags, because personally for me, I've known people who are like, the red flags, you see a red flag but you think, you know what, I can work with that. You know what, maybe when I get into the marriage, I'll sort that one out. I don't know, or maybe it's not such a big deal. Maybe you can, I don't know if you know what I mean. You can get over that. Does it depend on what it is, or as soon as you get a red flag, you have to address it, or you have to say, you know what, this is a problem?
I think it's very important, I believe it's very important for people to address red flags early on, right? In fact, it should be one of the things you talk about in friendship stage, but don't be too quick to talk about it, because most people pretend. So you would want to get to know people for who they are, right? Don't just come and give, these are my red flags. I could just, within a couple of months, pretend to not be any of those red flags. Not pretend for long, but some people are very good at it. So get to throw questions, talk about those things in a way that doesn't directly state that these are my red flags, so that you get to see the red flags yourself and address it.
Yeah, but I've known someone, in fact, look at my own experience. I've dated someone for a whole year. Okay. And after the year that I saw a red flag and I saw things I didn't like about it. And I'm thinking, how come I didn't see this before? They're very good at hiding. Okay. And a year, you think that in a year's time, you probably want to settle down with that person, maybe marry them, isn't it?
Yeah. There are people who pretend a lot.
And I wouldn't say they're pretending. Maybe they're just holding back because they don't want to be seen. They want to put on their best behavior.
Just to get married. It's been a long time. They've always been on the street.
Yeah, maybe they've been single for a long time.
Yeah, most people do that.
If you get in a marriage or whatever,
but that is where, sorry for cutting you.
Yeah, no, go.
That's where God comes in, right?
Reveals it to you.
Yeah, because He's the one who will let you see the true heart of people. So,
what happens when you get these red flags and you're already in the relationship?
Well, you address it, and you can. It depends on what kind of red flags. A red flag is inconsistency. That's not something I think you should give a second chance for. If you talk about it, you see that there is no change, you have to leave. If he's inconsistent now or she's inconsistent now, she's never going to be consistent in marriage. If you're begging to be called, to be texted, what are the chances you're going to have to not beg for that in marriage? So if you see red flags, you are the one to tell yourself, this is a red flag, we address it. You go for professional help, counseling. If after counseling, person is not changing or is not putting effort to be better, because I mean, most people have red flags, not because they had the red flag, but second circumstances permit that red flag. For example, a person could be a workaholic all his life. Maybe he has been single, and now it's like, I really need somebody. I need to move into that phase where I can have my own family. Let me get to start knowing somebody new, and he's already dating. And then, he just has a very poor balance of when it comes to balancing work and relationships. I have most of my clients are like that. So what you can do, go for therapy, counseling, professional help. One of the things I teach in premarital counseling is time management, how to balance time. Very important, because what you can do now in relationship, you can't do in marriage.
If I meet Vicki now, do I find out what she's going to bring into the relationship? What do you expect Chris to bring the relationship? What you bring the relationship as Vicki to me now that you've met me, to make me complete?
To make my partner complete.
Yeah, I would say that. For us to fulfill that God-given purpose, if you like. I'm meeting you, Vicki, and
So I wouldn't say I'm supposed to make you complete.
Maybe that's the wrong phrasing. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you're supposed to be complete before you meet me. Being complete means being whole. As couples, we don't complete each other. We don't compete with each other. We complement each other. You bring yours, I bring yours. We journey together to complement each other. So
yeah, but I spoke to someone a pastor, and they said to me, as a man, God gives you the raw materials. Doesn't give you someone who's 100% complete. He probably give you 80%.
Definitely. No perfect person, right? I mean, marriage is not just for assignments, right? Excitement. Marriage itself is a workshop where two people come together to build and grow together. But it doesn't mean that you are making each other complete. You are complete in Christ.
Okay.
You are already whole in Christ. So you're coming to me to complement me. This is what I have. This is what you have. How can we complement each other? Because when you complement, then you have a healthier marriage. But when you're always trying to complete, you get exhausted. Because I'm trying to complete you. By the time I've given you 90% of myself, what's left for me? Yeah, but when we are filling each other up, right, it makes more sense. Yeah. So it's much better.
If I meet Vicki, then I'm not asking her. Personally, I want to know what Vicki's going to bring to the table. So how do I find out what Vicki's going to bring? Am I going to wait and see what she does stuff, or do I ask her?
If you want,
what she's going to bring to the table, what she's going to offer.
What I'm going to bring to the table.
In terms
I'm about to say I am the table.
You're the table. Okay.
But that's not what I want to say.
Yeah.
I just got reminded of that. I don't know if you heard that audio. People say they're the table.
Oh no, I haven't had that. I've heard of a different version of that.
Yeah. When you say you're at the table, it means you bring a lot of things to the table.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Peace is one of the things I bring to the table.
Peace.
Yes, I should be able to give my partner peace. Not war. We're not fighting every day. I mean, arguments will come because conflicts are inevitable. But how we resolve the arguments is what makes the relationship healthy. So that's even when you can even check for a red flag.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You get to know if you can spend the rest of your life with somebody.
Okay.
From the conflicts, how exactly it's handled. How they take no for an answer. Do they shout? Do they manipulate, scream, make you feel like you trip? Yeah. You should be able to, reciprocate, hear you out. Empathy as to playing.
So give me some kinds of red flags that you think are kind of a no-no, but they're really to watch out.
I would say, like I said before, inconsistency. Like I said, if you are inconsistent with your actions are not matching your words. Or today you call for one full week, you're calling and texting. I believe, one of the things I said to my partner, if you are calling me and texting, I hope you can keep it to the end. If you're not, let's work out. Because I'm I'm a person big on consistency. If you can do it now,
you can do it after.
Yes, it's not going to be hard for you because you're doing it every day. And I don't really think I was able to ask that to him directly because it just kept coming, and I was like, yeah, this person has been really consistent. I think I can work with this. Because when you're consistent, it shows you are ready to be seriously committed. Like you're putting your whole in, like everything. Because relationships, marriages, they cannot survive if you do not put in the effort, the sacrifice to make it work. Yeah, so you have to be all in or you're all out.
I always say, start as you mean to go on. I think I don't know where I got that from. Start as you mean to go on. So whatever you show the person when you start, they'll expect that all the way.
Yeah.
So if you're starting a certain way and you know you're not going to carry on that way, there's no point of starting something that you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, not going to be able to.
Through.
Yeah. Then don't start with what you cannot maintain.
Exactly.
If you're not the calling person, let the person know from the onset. If they cannot work with you, then you're not compatible. You just stop and do not break each other's hearts. But some people try to be what they are not, and then along the way they cannot catch up. And so more problems, the problems that are supposed to come, you're supposed to be able to resolve it. But now that you are already pretending like what you're not, you cannot resolve the problems. And so now the relationship is going to definitely break.
Me, I'm very keen on this thing of like, I don't know, I think women do the same. Actually, women do that maybe more than men do in terms of what you're looking for in a man, what you're looking for in a woman. I can already tell you like 3 or 4 things that I'd want from a woman straight.
Okay, tell me.
Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When I say maybe a homemaker, homemaker is obviously, you expect that because we are told a woman is the one who makes the home, isn't it? She has to cook.
Definitely, you don't want to starve.
But, yeah, but 90% of women can't, but some can't.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
and
starve, yeah.
most men are very happy with cooking.
Yeah.
That's how they complement each other.
Yeah, you compliment each other, but I still don't want to be the one doing all the cooking, even though I'm the chef.
Yeah, you would want to taste your partner's food. That's why, whether you cannot cook or not, you would definitely want to do that. Yeah.
Do you eat out a lot? You don't? Or you do a lot of picnics? Nothing wrong with that. That was actually quite good.
Why did you mention picnic?
That was quite good. That was quite good.
Why did you mention picnic? That's because you saw my video of my partner and I.
That was quite good actually.
That's where you saw the picnic from. Okay.
Who did the food in the picnic? Was it you?
It was me. Both of us actually. It's a collaborative effort. Yeah.
As a Christian, I don't know, maybe I should ask this to you on camera. But as a Christian, do you think you should be living together with your partner?
No, cohabitation is a sin. If you want to live together, get married. Don't live for that. Most people live together before you know, start having kids and they forget about marriage. That's not in God's design.
It's not that. It's more, okay, do you believe in testing the car before you drive it?
No.
You don't believe in that?
No.
So what if you get there and then you find the car is something wrong with it? Huh?
That's what marriage is for.
To test it when you're in marriage?
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
It's not too late.
It is. You can't get out now.
If you are saying you want to get married, it means you're accepting the person as a whole. Whatever is wrong, you work towards it.
That's why there's a lot of divorces.
That's why people get married.
That's why
they find that they are not able to have children on time. They quit. Whereas that's not what marriage is for. I've seen people that they weren't able to have kids for 16 years.
I like this part. Okay, tell me more. Because now this is where Christians go wrong.
Yeah, this is where Christians go wrong. And it's not like they don't know, but they just do it anyway. So.
It's not that. It's because sometimes, you know, like the adrenaline is pumping. You're seeing this person all the time. Well,
that's why Jesus told Simon Peter when he told him to wait for him. I was going to pray for 1 hour and Simon was sleeping. That's why I said, this flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing.
Yeah, but can you relate that to in the same way?
Yeah. We are human beings. We are filled with emotions, a lot of desires, hormones that make up us, right? But that's where the fruit of the spirit comes in. Self-control. You have to control yourself. It's very hard, but it's always worth it. Think of it like the very person you claim to love, you're going against him.
So, we'll say it's worth it. So if you're dating, okay, I don't know how long you dated your partner, and you're hoping to marry them like next year, and you see them all the time. and you're giving them hugs, and you're getting touchy feeling, and your blood is pumping. I don't know about the woman. The woman maybe not so much.
Start
Maybe
making plans to get married
maybe
on
the
time.
man more.
Start making plans to get married on time.
And then you're being left in a room on your own. The
Why
flesh
are you
is
in a
weak.
room in the first place?
What do you mean? You want to watch a movie together? You don't want to do that? Things like that?
No. Why in a room together? You're basically like you're testing Satan.
You're not testing. You're just being romantic.
You know the Bible says you should flee from all temptation.
I know, flee from all sin and pursue after righteousness, isn't it?
Yeah. But to flee is not to put yourself in that space where you have to compromise. So if you know you want to be found in those spaces, then get married. I mean, you don't have to have a large wedding if you know you cannot afford one. Start with courts. You're married legally. Then you can do whatever you want without no conscience, right?
Wow. You're strong. I'm not sure a lot of people will be as strong as you. I know people who are, I've talked to a few people.
Yeah.
I'm not too
But
sure.
I'm also human.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean that I haven't had those desires. But it does mean that I've been able to control them.
You've been able to?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, maybe being a woman, I don't know, but because I know.
It's not about, you just said maybe being a woman. Is it a woman's thing or a collaborative effort?
It is a collaborative effort, thank you. It is a collaborative effort, but again.
Reading.
Huh? Do you want another drink?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, she can't up Alaska. But it's not, it is, but then again, I think it's difficult. No.
It is difficult. Yeah, it is difficult because you're a human being, right? And for people who are falling, pick us yourself again. Set the boundaries. If you keep falling, go for professional help, counselor or trusted pastor to seek accountability from. The good thing about it is that God does not condemn.
Yeah.
He receives, I get it. You've sinned a lot, but I'm here to wash away your sins. I already did, but I'm here to for you to confess them and do the right thing.